Mutual presents The Mysterious Traveler.
This is The Mysterious Traveler, inviting you to join me on another journey into the realm of the strange and the terrifying. I hope you will enjoy the trip, that it will thrill you a little and chill you a little. So settle back, get a good grip on your nerves, and be comfortable, if you can. Where are we going? Why, today we're going to venture into a fantastic and little-known field, the human mind. It's a story I call Mind Over Murder. On a stretch of green lawn at the top of high cliffs looking over the Atlantic Ocean, the great Ricardo, who claims to be the world's greatest mind reader, is practicing his art. He's preparing for the vaudeville tour he's soon to begin. Assisting him are his lovely young wife, Ellen, and Carl, the gardener.
That's it, Carl. Tie the handkerchief tightly over my eyes. Now, are you sure I can see nothing? Nothing whatever?
I know positive you can't, Mr. Ricardo. I'll bet my month's wages on it.
You are quite right. My eyes are in darkness. But my mind is not. Ellen?
Yes, Ricardo?
Did you bring out the basket of books I asked you to?
Yes, I have them here.
All right, Carl. Go pick a book out of the basket. Any book at all.
Yeah, sure thing, Mr. Ricardo. Now what?
Now open it to a page. Any page. Have you done this?
Yeah.
Good. Now concentrate on the book. Think about the title and the number of the page. Think about it now. Ah, yes, it is coming to me. The title is Murder by Expert, and page, you have opened it to page 27.
That's right, Mr. Ricardo. But gosh, I don't know how you do it.
Well, it's very simple, Carl. With the eyes of my mind, I read your thoughts. Now, I want to try something else. Ellen?
Yes, Ricardo.
Sit in the wicker chair over here on my right. Turn your back to both me and Carl.
You aren't going to...
Please do not argue. Do as I say.
I just can't. Yesterday, my head ached for hours. Please don't make me.
It will come easier in time. Sit down.
All right.
Now make your mind free of all thoughts. Right. I want you to look with your mind into Carl and to read there what his eyes see on the page before him.
Must I read?
I have said that you must.
All right. I'll try.
Now, Carl.
Yes, Mr. Ricardo?
Take another book, open it to the first page of a story, and concentrate on it.
Right. I get you.
Now, Ellen, read the page at which Carl is looking. I command you, by the powers of the mind, read.
My head hurts so it's so going to split.
Read.
I see something. Words, title, vision, judgment by H.G. Wells.
Continue. Read.
No, I can't make it out. It's all blurred. I can't see anything clearly. Oh, my head.
Carl, was she correct?
Yes.
Well, that's all I want to know. You can leave now.
Okay, Mr. Ricardo. The roses need watering. I better tend to them right away. Yes, right away.
That's the interesting. She's afraid of me. How do you feel, Ellen?
My head hurts.
There, my dear. It will quickly pass. And in no time you'll find the whole thing as easy as powder in your nose.
Ricardo, I can't. I just can't help you in your act when you tell me to try to read something in Carl's mind. I feel as if my brain were going to split.
You will help me, my beautiful one. You will see. Now, I'm going into the house. You may sit there and look at the ocean until your head feels better. Oh, you will have company. I see my handsome young press agent come and go. You must be nice to him, Ellen. He's really a very good press agent. Oh, there you are, Ricardo.
I was looking for you.
It's too bad your mind is one of the few I cannot penetrate, Tom, or I would have known that. Was it about something special?
Oh, just about these advanced stories to go out to the Boston editors. I have them all written.
Oh, excellent. I'm going up to the house now, and I'll read them right away. Stay and keep Ellen company, Tom. I'll see you both presently.
All right, Ricardo. What's the matter, darling? What's he been doing?
Nothing, Tom. I just have a little headache.
He's making you work with him in his act again, hasn't he?
Please, Tom, I'm all right.
Ellen,
really.
Ellen, listen to me. You know things can't go on the way they are. You've got to leave Ricardo. Do you hear? Leave him and divorce him.
No, Tom, I can't. I just can't.
You're scared to death of him, but there's no reason to be. He's just a phony mind reader.
No, Tom. He's not phony. He can read minds. Sometimes he tells me just what I've been thinking. Oh, Tom, if I can see. I wish I could leave him, but he won't let me. If I tried, he might do something terrible.
No matter what, I'm going to get you away from Ricardo. I'll kidnap you if necessary. I'll...
Here he comes back.
Oh, well, I'm glad to see you're feeling better, Helen. Is it Tom who has put that sparkle in your eye and that flush in your cheek?
Of course not.
I would not like it if I thought so. I should be very angry if my beloved had eyes for anyone but me. Of course, you haven't, have you, Ellen?
No. No, of course not.
For you love me devotedly, do you not?
I love you. Devotedly.
You always will in this world and in the next.
I always will. In this world and the next.
You see, Tom? You see why I dare leave my lovely Ellen alone with you? I have perfect faith in her. When we start our tour week after next, I will be quite busy much of the time, and I hope you won't mind keeping Ellen from being lonely. I'm sure the trip won't bore you. I expect it to be most entertaining.
Ellen?
Come in.
Ellen, the train's just coming into Bridgeville. Ricardo's still in the diner. Are you ready?
Yes, I just thought of putting on my hat and coat. I didn't pack anything because you said not to, but... Oh, Tom, I'm frightened.
Ellen, you've got to get hold of yourself. Ricardo's not superhuman.
Oh, sometimes I think he is, Tom. I'm positive that he knows everything we think. He's just playing with us. He seems so amused ever since the tour started. He seems to have been deliberately throwing us together just to see what happens.
Stop worrying. In a minute, you'll be through with him forever. The bus for Chicago leaving Bridgeville 5 minutes after we get off. In Chicago, you can stay with my mother until you can get a divorce. Then you're going to marry me.
Tom, I'm afraid.
Listen, that's the whistle for Bridgeville. We're throwing for the station. Quick, get your coat.
All right, Tom, tell me what it is.
Here, I'll give you a hand, dear. You got it on? What?
Ricardo!
Yes, my dear. I was worrying about your headache, so I left my lunch to come and see how you were.
Well, I'm feeling a little better. I was going to take a walk on the platform and get some fresh air.
Yes, I see you have your coat on. Oh, but alas, we only stopped for a minute. Hardly long enough for a walk.
No, I suppose not.
So this is Bridgeville, the busy town. On the main bus route to Chicago, I understand.
Is it?
Someday I should show you Chicago, Ellen. You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Yes. I would like that.
Ricardo, stop torturing.
Torturing? Ellen? Why, Tom, what a curious idea. I would give my life for Ellen. And she for me, wouldn't you, darling?
Yes. I'd give my life to you.
To most people, that is an empty phrase, but Ellen means it. I will prove it to you, Tom.
I'm not interested.
Oh, but you are. Ellen, my love.
Yes. Ricardo.
Ellen, I'm taking a revolver from my pocket. Here, now, you take it from me.
Yes. Ricardo.
What are you up to?
Point the revolver at your heart, my dear, and pull the trigger.
Yes. Ricardo.
Ellen, stop! Stop!
No, Tom.
Let go my wrist.
You shall not interfere. Ellen, pull the trigger.
Yes. I'll pull it.
Ellen! You... Nothing happened.
No, of course not. The gun was empty. But Ellen didn't know that, did you, my darling?
No, I didn't know.
And so she would have died just because I asked her to. Such devotion is very rare. It is the kind that lasts through all eternity, as ours will. For we shall always be together, Ellen and I, while we live and after we die. Nothing will ever separate us. Nothing, whatever.
And so the great Ricardo's triumphal tour continued. Newspaper stories told of his amazing feats, and of the feats almost as marvelous performed at his direction by his pale and lovely wife. Twice Tom urged Ellen to flee with him, but both times Ricardo appeared upon the scene, smiling as though knowing every word that had been said. So at last Tom changed his tactics. Waiting until one evening when Ricardo was in the midst of his performance, concentrating on holding a great audience spellbound.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, someone among you is thinking of the initials E.N. Somebody quite close to me.
Tom listened for a moment, but he was quite sure that Ricardo's attention was fully absorbed. Then he left his place in the wings and slipped swiftly backstage to knock on a door marked with a gold star.
Ellen.
Oh, yes, Tom.
I want to talk to you.
You shouldn't be here, Tom. If the
Never mind Ricardo. Put on your coat.
My coat? But the performance won't be over for half an hour.
Ellen, I've got a plan to fool Ricardo. Will you trust me?
Oh, but if he catches us, he might kill you.
This is one time he's not going to be clever enough. Just put on your coat and come along without asking any questions.
Where are we, Tom? We've been driving for an hour, turning this way and that, and I haven't any idea which way we've come.
You're not supposed to have, Ellen. Don't you see, if you don't know where you are, Ricardo can never know either, even if he can make contact with your mind from this distance.
I never thought of that.
But I did. So this time I made my plans without telling you.
The Hillview Inn. Oh, what a quaint little place, Tom. And what a lovely view over the hills.
Yes, isn't it? It's a funny little place. I found the ad in the paper, as I said. I've engaged a room for you and one for me. We'll stay here tonight. Tomorrow, Ricardo will be in Buffalo, and we'll be heading in the opposite direction.
Tom, there's someone standing in the shadow beside the porch.
That's probably the manager waiting for us. Is that you, Mr. Adams?
No, Tom. This is I, the cop.
What?
Yes, my beloved. I've been waiting for you. What took you so long, Tom?
How did you get here? How did you know we were coming here?
Why, Tom, it was I who told you to bring Ellen here.
That's a lie. No one knew we were coming here but myself.
Did you think this was your idea? On the contrary, I put the thought into your head, every bit of it.
That's impossible.
I even suggested to you to look in the paper where you could find the advertisement for this delightful little inn.
I don't believe it.
Yes, Tom, at last, after painful effort, I have succeeded in forcing my thoughts into your mind. And now I have another little matter to settle with you. Your undesired attentions to my wife.
Ellen isn't your wife anymore, Ricardo. She's left you for good.
Ellen, is that true?
No, Ricardo. I love you.
Ellen, he's making you say that.
Ellen, my dear, tell Tom just how you feel towards him.
I've been playing with you, Tom, to amuse myself. You've been very stupid not to realize it.
I'm not impressed by your tricks, Ricardo. Ellen is leaving here with me now.
Ellen is not leaving, but you are. You see that railing behind you? Beyond it is a 50-foot drop to a rocky ledge.
What of it?
In a moment you are going to fall accidentally over that railing and be killed. You see, there are only the two of us, and I am far stronger than you. Oh! Now, I will show you a trick of Oriental wrestling.
Tom, look out. He's walking back the railing.
Maybe I know some tricks too, Ricardo. Now, how do you like this one?
Tom, he's going to... Tom, look. He's lying down there on the ledge. His body's all twisted.
Yeah. I'm afraid he's dead.
No, he isn't. He's alive. He's in pain. He's making me feel pain, too. No, Ricardo. No. Stop it. Stop it.
No, the great Ricardo, mind reader extraordinary, was not dead. For weeks afterward, he hovered on the borderline between life and death. And then, as if pulling himself back to life by the sheer strength of his will, he slowly won his fight. But though he lived, his fall had paralyzed his body, leaving only his mind truly alive. He lay in a hospital bed, still breathing, but unable to move, to speak, or even to open his eyes.
So he's definitely going to live.
There's no longer any doubt of it. It's almost a miracle. I didn't think any man could survive such an injury.
He wouldn't let himself die.
Well, most of us want to live, I've discovered.
I mean, he deliberately refused to die. He kept saying to himself, I will not die. I will not die.
You could hear him? But he's paralyzed. He can't speak.
I could hear his voice in my mind.
Oh, I see. Yes, he's going to live. But he'll never move, nor speak, nor see again.
Yes, he knows that.
I beg your pardon?
Ricardo knows that he'll never recover. He wants to go home. I have to take him there. I will look after him.
Ellen, you
I
can't.
have to. Tom, don't you see? I'm his prisoner again. The prisoner of his mind. And this time I'll never escape.
And so the great Ricardo returned home, a living dead man. There in the house on the cliff, aided only by a nurse who relieved her at night, Ellen cared for him. Tom stayed close by to help her in any way he could, and did his best to persuade her to turn Ricardo's care over to professional nurses.
Ellen, listen to me. You can't ruin your life like this just to care for a man you
I
hate.
have to. I can't go away. He won't let me leave the house. If I do, I find myself turning back without knowing what I'm doing.
But, Ellen, you
My
can't.
mind isn't my own. Be controlled. Lying in his bed in that room there, never moving. Ricardo controls my mind.
Oh, Ellen, I'm sure that's just a delusion. A psychiatrist could prove it to you. Ricardo was injured, helpless.
But his mind isn't. More powerful than ever. All his strength is concentrated in it. If it weren't for the power of his will, he'd die. But he doesn't want to die. He's planning something.
Planning what?
I don't know. But he still hates you and wants revenge.
How you are letting your imagination run away with you. What can a man in Ricardo's condition do?
I don't know, but he has something in his mind.
Helen, you're overwrought. You need sleep. Look, darling, why not take a sedative and go to bed? And in the morning we can talk again.
I have to wait until the night nurse gets here.
All right, I'll stay with him until then. Now, go on. Get to bed.
All right, Tom. I do need rest. But you better wait in the room with him.
I'll go in now. Good night, Ellen.
Good night, Tom.
So, there you are. The great Ricardo. The man who was better than anyone else in the world. And now you're a living dead man. I wish you were a dead one.
Then why don't you kill me, Tom?
What?
Why don't you kill me? Just put your hand over my mouth for a moment and you'll be rid of me.
Ricardo. You can't be talking. You're paralyzed.
I can speak to you, Tom. I speak with my mind, not with my voice.
No, I don't believe it.
Nor with your stubborn
Just now you were trying to get Ellen to leave me. But she never will. Ellen and I are joined together for all eternity.
I'm going to free her from you somehow. Do you hear, Ricardo?
Oh, now you're threatening me. That means you do believe my mind can speak to yours. Good. We'll have many interesting conversations in the days to come. Now, I'm going to rest. Good night, Tom. I shall see you tomorrow. You won't want to come, but you will. Ah, Tom. It is good of you to pay me another visit. I was hoping you would come today. In fact, I might say I was willing it, and you came.
So it's true. I was trying to convince myself I'd imagined this.
Stubborn, stupid Tom, always fighting against the inevitable. You tried to stay away today, didn't you? But you couldn't.
No, I couldn't.
And you're convinced now you're not suffering from a delusion.
All right. Not a delusion. So what, Ricardo?
I have some interesting information for you. But first, sit down.
I think I'll stand.
Sit down.
I won't.
You see, you are seated.
Are you?
Yes, I forced you to seat yourself because my mind has established control over your mind. So sit quietly and hear what I have to say.
All right. What is this information of yours?
I am dying.
You don't think that makes me sorry, do you?
Doctors do not know it, but my heart is weakening. If I relaxed my willpower for an instant, I would go out like a candle in the wind.
Sooner the better.
Perhaps so. I had great plans, but no matter. In your mind, now I read the thought, Ellen will be free, but you are wrong. Ellen is coming with me.
What do you mean? What do you mean, coming with you?
I have said that we would be together in life and in death, and so we shall. Ellen and I will die together.
Devil, if I thought you could hurt Ellen, I'd kill you myself.
No, Tom, you won't kill me. You are going to kill Ellen.
No, that's impossible.
There is a drawer in that table beside you. Open it.
No.
Open it.
No.
In the drawer is my revolver. Pick it up.
No.
Pick it up. There.
Well?
With that gun, you are going to shoot Ellen. You will be executed for it as a murderer, and thus I will have my revenge. And because we shall die almost at the same instant, my soul and Ellen's will be forever joined.
No. You can't force me to hurt Ellen. That's one thing you can't do.
Stand up.
No, you...
There. You see, my mind does control yours. Though I lie here helpless, but I command you must do.
I'll shoot you instead.
You see, you cannot even lift the gun. Now listen to me. Behind that screen, across the room, is a couch. There Ellen lies asleep at my orders. You will walk over there. You will point the gun at her forehead, and you will pull the trigger.
You can't make me do that.
Walk, Tom.
No, I...
Keep on. Another step. There. Now, move the screen aside.
No.
Move the screen.
Ellen.
She is dreaming of you, Tom. Aim the gun well. Fire.
No, Helen, wake up.
She will never wake again in this world. Pull the trigger.
I won't.
Pull the trigger.
No. Ellen. Oh, Ellen.
Yes, her mind has gone blank. I can no longer sense it. You have killed her,
Ellen, I tried not to do it. I tried not to do it. Ellen, speak to me.
She is dead. And when the police come, they will arrest you, and you will die for her murder.
I don't care. Now that Ellen's dead, I don't want to live. But first, I'll make sure that you die too, Ricardo.
That is not necessary. I am going now of my own accord. I am relaxing my will, letting myself slip into the dark silence of death where Ellen is waiting for me. She's there. She's just across the threshold, waiting for me. She's eager for me. No, you've tricked me. I won't die.
Dead. Huh?
Tom.
Ellen.
Where are you?
Ellen.
Tom, what's happened? My head is... That's so strange.
Oh, Ellen, my darling, you're not dead. But I shot you. I thought I killed you.
Huh? Killed you?
Yes, but I didn't. I only wounded you. Careful.
Oh, I don't understand, Thomas. Where's Ricardo? Strangest feeling that he's gone.
He is gone. He's gone. Oh, I see it all now. I thought I'd killed you. Because I thought so, Ricardo thought so, too. But I was wrong. And because I was wrong, he was wrong, too.
No. He's dead?
Yes, Helen. Free of him forever. Ricardo made a mistake and let himself die, believing that you were already dead. Oh, yes, my darling. This time he's gone for good. Ricardo was clever. But in the end, he outwitted himself.
This is the Mysterious Traveler again. Did you enjoy our little trip? What became of Tom and Ellen? Why, Ellen's wound was serious, but far from fatal. Not nearly as fatal as Ricardo's mistake. Tom and Ellen are very happy now. But I wonder if they're as safe as they think they are. When you're dealing with a mind like Ricardo's, can you ever be quite sure? Even though he is dead? I knew a man once everybody thought was dead, and he... Oh, you have to get off here. I'm sorry. But I'm sure we'll meet again. You see, I take this same train every week at this time.
You've just heard The Mysterious Traveler, a series of dramas of the strange and terrifying. In today's cast were Maurice Tarplin, James Van Dyke, Jan Miner, Ian Martin, and Rod Hendrickson. Original music was played by Charles Paul. The Mysterious Traveler is written, produced, and directed by Bob Arthur and David Kogan. Listen next week to a tale titled
Death and the Devil.
Another strange and terrifying tale of the Mysterious Traveler. The Mysterious Traveler has come to you from our New York studios. Carl Caruso speaking.